What's going on YouTube? Miss Margin here. I hope you are having an awesome day as usual. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're returning, then welcome back. I love having you here either way. So normally I like to go through Dragon Ball battles or play some Tekken or talk about some Tekken. Today I want to go through a Naruto fight, and what I would say is probably my most favorite Naruto battle. So I'm a massive Naruto fan. I'm an OG like Dragon Ball fan. I'm a bit of a shonen whore, to be honest. I do like shonen anime quite a lot. So again, I'm massively into Dragon Ball, but when I finally did watch Naruto, which I'm gonna be honest, like I held off on watching it for years. Like years and years. I was so hardcore into Dragon Ball and Vegeta and Goku and their power systems and their battle systems that, to be honest, I actually didn't want to know about anything else. I was like, no, I'll just stick with what I know. And then when I finally watched Naruto, all 750 episodes of it, I couldn't believe what I had been missing out on. For 20 years of my life, I just couldn't believe what I had been missing out on this whole time. So, when I finally got to know the Uchihas and know Kakashi and Naruto, etc., I immediately was just like, these characters are phenomenal. Their depth is amazing. Their development is fucking off the charts, if I'm honest with you. Out of every anime that I've ever watched, I feel like Naruto has the best in terms of development. We don't need to talk about Sasuke, and we're not talking about Boruto as well. I'm talking about Naruto in particular. I like Sasuke versus Itachi for so many reasons. Obviously, Sasuke doesn't know what's been going on up until this point, really. He's not got much idea. But this is the first time that we really get to see Itachi, exercise his power. We get to see his Susanoo, fully. Out in the wilderness. We get to see Amaterasu. We get to see so many cool things. So anyway, I'm just going to get into it. This is from a cool channel called, I think it's Anime Fights. I've been subscribed to this channel for quite a while, and they used to have quite a lot of Bleach fights on there, and I'm not too sure what happened to them. If you know of a channel that's got, a whole lot of just cool HD or 1080 at least anime fights, please tag them in the comments below, because to find a channel like this is really, really hard. So anyway, let's just get into this. Obviously, the opening scene of this fight, Sasuke's come to find him. He's meeting him at the Uchiha place, and Itachi just casually is sitting on the throne like a boss. I'm going to put closed captions on, essentially subtitles.
How much can you see?
What I'm seeing right now, Itachi.
They just get right into it. Kunai's out, sword out, blocking. What a cool block as well! That image is iconic. That image of Sasuke blocking Kunai with his blade is iconic. They don't talk any shit in this as well. I mean, there's a little bit of smackdown going on. Sasuke with his classic upside down pose. He just likes to be on the roof. Another iconic minute. Oh, awkward, you're in a genjutsu. Awkward Sasuke. Shanks a lot. Right through the chest.
Genjutsu.
And this is one of Itachi's most famous quotes, if I'm not mistaken.
If you discover how to activate it, you will be the third person to obtain the Mangekyo Sharingan, including myself.
The other one with that Sharingan. Who in the Uchiha clan obtained it?
I love their spelling of
You could
Sharingan.
kill him after you.
Kill him?
He must have been a co-conspirator, because even you couldn't have taken down the Leaf Police force alone.
Madara Uchiha.
This has been cut quite a bit, and that's alright. That's alright.
One of the founders of the Hidden Leaf Village. The man who first awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan.
A founder?
So up until this point, there's been speculation about Madara Uchiha. I love how canon Itachi is with saying Madara as well. There's been a lot of speculation around it. So for Itachi to kind of confirm that Madara is a thing, in essence, a big deal, and Sasuke's obvious reaction here, it's there's just so much being set in this battle.
But Madara should be long dead by now.
Madara is still alive. Each of us lives, dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness.
I love this.
We all live inside our own fantasies.
I love it.
Don't you think that's true, Sasuke? In exactly the same way that you once assumed that I was your kind and gentle older brother. I have acted like the older brother you desired for one reason. Because I wanted to discover how powerful you were.
What happened that night? I was so young. I thought it was all...
Let's just recap on that for just 1 second. Each of us lives dependent and bound by our own knowledge and awareness. I did speak about this in a previous video, so I won't go too heavily into it here, but I just love the way that Itachi, portrays his views, because he's obviously a hypnotic kind of person, and he understands different perceptions really well. So the fact that he says this while he's got a blade through him, Genjutsu, Shadow Clone, like what even fucking are you at this point? The fact that he says this while he's, it looks like he's in pain, whatever, I think is so cool.
Dependent and bound by our individual knowledge and our awareness.
Like, he's so right.
We all live inside our own fantasies. Don't you think that's true, Sasuke? In exactly the same way that you once assumed that I was your kind and gentle older brother.
Sasuke knows this is true.
The older brother you desired for one reason. Because I wanted to discover how powerful you were.
What happened that night? I was so young. I thought it was all merely an illusion. I'm done playing along with your parlor tricks.
Chidori. Lightning
It
blade.
appears that you still do not possess the same eyes as I do. So you just couldn't do it. Couldn't kill your best friend.
Neither of them have budged for the longest time. They're feeling each other.
The Mangekyo
The
Sharingan
Zetsus are out.
are very special eyes. And the more they're used, the faster they're sealed.
So that's the price of obtaining the power to control the Nine Tails, is it? Exactly who and what is Madara?
The exceptional man who is the only one to uncover the other secret of the Mangekyo Sharingan.
Oh, they spelled
What
it
other
right.
visual power does it possess? Can it do more than just tame the Nine Tails? Answer me!
Let me tell you a little about the past. Madara had a younger sibling. A brother.
This is
From the time
hectic,
they were
this story.
children, the two tested and honed their skills by competing with each other. Two continued to push each other, seeking to sharpen and advance their visual prowess. And then, the brothers killed off those most precious to them.
Madara
And in
looking
doing so,
sick.
finally awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan. The brothers used their visual prowess to unite the clan, and Madara was named its new leader. As I just told you, this eye is special. The more you use it, the quicker it becomes sealed. In order to try to reclaim the light, Madara tried all the methods he could find, desperately seeking the light.
Forgive me.
Okay, obviously, like, a harrowing scene, because they did, black it out, but you know exactly what's happened. Can we just, like, for 1 minute, like, fast forward to the war arc, where Madara literally, like, pterodactyls past Kakashi and yoinks his eye out mid-flight, Kakashi's Sharingan, jams it in his face, no fucking surgery required, no jutsu, nothing. Well, Madara can probably do the jutsu required himself because it is a medical jutsu that Sakura and that can do. But, like, does that not, like... There's so many parts of Naruto, whilst I love it to death, I've got it tattooed all over my body. I love it to death. But whilst I love it that much, it's still kind of, like, a little bit bullshit. Like, guys, come on. Make it just a little bit more realistic. A touch more realistic. Because after this particular scene, after Madara takes his brother's eyeball out with his bare hands, just jams it right into his head. And then he owns it. And then it's his eyeball and then he's got an EMS.
So, Madara obtained new light. It is said that by finding a new host, his younger brother's eyes obtained eternal light.
And also, now this is not something that I think is covered. did Madara take his other eyeball out and then put his brother's one in? Or did he, like, just jam it on top of the one that he already had? Like, how does this work? We need, like, a better fucking breakdown of how this actually works. If you know, if there is something out there that Kishimoto has said, drop it in the comments. I'd love to know about it, because the medical procedure behind this, it seems a little... like, it's not elaborate enough for it to be completely believable, although it happens and there's nothing we can do about it.
However, this exchange can only take place between clan members. That is the other secret of the Mangekyo Sharingan.
The monkey Sharingan.
Ultimately, he formed an alliance with the most powerful clan.
Oh yes,
the
Hashirama.
Clan of the forest. He may have lost the battle over leadership, but Madara still lives on. When the Nine-Tails attacked the
These
hidden
caps
Leaf
are cracking
Village,
me up.
it was Madara's doing. The fourth Hokage stopped that, too. He's not worthy or capable of grasping Uchiha's true greatness. I am the one. Sasuke!
This minute as well, where Itachi pretends to be an absolute psychopath, I really rate this. I think it's so great. Like, yes, this is an anime character, but he's still having to do some kind of acting. And the fact that Kishimoto put him through like this as a character, you know, to make him seem like he was going to steal Sasuke's eyes,
The one who will become my new light!
is really cool.
You have my spare eye! We're both from a tainted bloodline that's advanced its strength this way throughout the ages. Come, my little brother! I shall kill you.
This is the most
Take my
psycho
true
you ever see
transformation.
Itachi.
We are each other's spares! Everything I've done was for me, for my benefit. This is the true bond!
And you may be thinking, what I was saying previously, like Itachi has been acting the whole time essentially. Like, yes, obviously I'm aware of that. But, you know, this particular scene where he's just going full ham is a whole nother level. Iconic.
It seems you were able to see my inner self.
I finally arrived.
Oh!
You said that you see me dead at your feet. Unfortunately, your goal will end as mere fantasy. You do not possess my visual prowess.
Oh, they look so good.
You're still too weak. You don't have enough hate. You never will.
There are a lot
I'll
of
use my
iconic scenes
hatred
here.
to turn fantasy into reality.
Yeah, boy, let's go. Too nice. Shoryukens, ninja stars, everything. Boosh. Fuck, that's so cool. 3 kunai. He's almost fucking blind. Sasuke music. Curse mark coming out. Curse mark protect. Oh, fuck yeah. Massive shuriken. This is super cool, man. The block of a shuriken with a kunai.
Ran a Chidori through it.
Thank God it was a shadow clone. Because you might have been a little bit fucked. Oh, here we go. But, okay. Oof.
Forgive me. Give me your light.
Listen, when I saw this, IRL, that was the end of the episode. And I
You don't
truly,
possess the Mangekyo Sharingan.
I
You'll
truly,
never be.
I truly thought Sasuke's Sharingan had been taken. But see what I mean? Like, Itachi just has Sasuke's eyeball, like, in his hand. I know it's a genjutsu, quote unquote, yes, it's a genjutsu, but nevertheless, that's how they do it. They take the eyeball, they just yoink it, and it's in their hand, and then that's the end of it. And then they just put it in their head, and I need more information.
Able to win against these eyes of mine.
I mean, Itachi, you're pretty much fucking blind at this point, so I think you might. Oh, okay, I'll just put it. Oh, yeah. Alright. So putting it in the. Oh, fucking hell, that's so bad. That's not. It's not nice.
The difference between your eyes and mine.
Oh, you're going for the other. Oh, that is not cool. That is so not... I've got a weird thing about eyeballs, and I can't believe how much Naruto I watched, considering. Okay, Genjutsu broken. That's nice. That's nice. So, this whole fight has been... Like, the whole point of this fight is for Itachi to bring out the curse mark from Sasuke, to make Sasuke so angry and overhyped that he fights Itachi so hard that he has no chakra left, and the curse mark in him essentially can then be extracted. Which, yes, that does end up happening. So, Itachi broke that genjutsu, Sasuke didn't break that genjutsu. Little bit disappointing, perhaps, but this has definitely just heightened Sasuke's, like, defense, his anger. He is ultra pissed off at this point, as if he wasn't kind of pissed off enough, but it was kind of that like, brooding pissed off, like, he had been upset for however long, what's this, like, he's 17, I think, at this point, and everything happened to the Uchiha clan when he was, like, 5 years old. So this is a 12-year, like, brewing anger. Right now, though, he just thinks that his only power possession just got taken. Although he does have the curse mark, but their eyes are something incredibly special. So right now, he's you know, even though it didn't happen, his, you know, subconscious and his brain and his body and everything like that just felt all of that trauma. He still, you know, feels like that just happened. Imagine coming to terms with, oh my god, okay, I still have my eyes. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy now. Yeah, you'd be a bit drained after
Itachi
that.
has won this.
How can you tell?
I love how Zetsu's just like hanging
Sasuke's
out.
caught under the Tsukuyomi.
You broke through my Tsukuyomi.
Oh, okay, Sasuke did
Sasuke
break the
was under
genjutsu. My bad.
Tsukuyomi. So why isn't he down for the count?
He actually broke through it.
What?
That's impressive,
Difference is
actually.
in the power, the variance in strength. It means that Sasuke's skills far exceed Itachi's expectations.
I'll turn fantasy into reality.
Oof, oof. That's just wiping out Itachi's
Reality,
genjutsu.
huh?
Fuck
Some
your
strong
genjutsu.
words. Then let me throw them right back at you now.
Oh,
You
okay.
saw your eyes gouged out during the Tsukuyomi. Well, allow me to make that a reality.
Amaterasu produces black flames said to never extinguish until they incinerate whatever the caster has sighted.
Look, am I the only one that's gonna bring this up? The elephant in the room about fucking Amaterasu? Is like, it's never really been that successful, has it? It's like, I think it's like more of a tactic to like get your opponent to just piss off, like out of your way. You know, it's like a turtling tactic almost, rather than like a offensive tactic, or, you know, it's not even really that defensive, because it's just you chuck it out there. Although, like, Sasuke has the flame control, so he can control the Amaterasu, whereas Itachi just chucks it out and lights fucking everything, everything on fire. I just feel like everything that I've seen with Amaterasu has not been overly successful in terms of an attack. And considering, you know, it's like one half of Itachi's Mangekyo Sharingan abilities, little bit disappoint. Don't get me wrong, I love Itachi. This is cool as well. What a G. Look at him just slicing through that like a fucking ham sandwich. Ooh. Now that would hurt. I've been tattooed there and that hurts. I'm sure many
You
of you
feeling the
have.
backlash from your Tsukuyomi?
He slowed down Itachi's movements even further.
Throw the ninja styles on the ground.
Sasuke might actually win this thing.
Fireball Jutsu!
And just like that, they're outside. Well, one of them is anyway.
These wounds are nothing. They won't slow me down at all.
Okay, you say that, but we both know that it will. I mean, obviously that genjutsu really drained Itachi because it's chakra intensive. It's heavy for him. So he's probably used like half of his reserves at this point. We know how this goes. Like, we know how it ends. If you haven't seen this, then I'm sorry. But, you know, please stick with me. You know, we know how this ends. Itachi essentially dies because he's drained all of his chakra. At this point, I would say he's at least at about... Well, okay, maybe a third. He would have used a third of his chakra on that Tsukuyomi and that Genjutsu, because it did, you know, there was a lot going on there. Yeah. And we'd get two fireballs going at each other. This is like very Dragon Ball-esque. You know, it's like a couple of Kamehamehas going at each other. Here we go with Amaterasu.
Amaterasu.
I'm not terrible in the cat. No, I'm just gonna finish.
Here it is.
See what I mean? Amaterasu is just fucking out there. And while I'm at it, can we just talk just for 1 second about, I don't know if I can go back to that specific frame, but Sasuke's curse mark design, when it's like out,
Here it is.
I feel like a lot of people may agree with me. This is kind of not a fan favorite in terms of design. Like, design's pretty important in pretty much anything animated, game, you know, characters, anime characters, whatever. Like, it's pretty important. And like, I get what they were doing with this. You know, it's kind of beastly. It's kind of like a deformity. You know, all of that. But it really, like, I actually showed it to a friend of mine, and he wanted to know, because he's very much in Dragon Ball, and he wanted to know which scene to start Naruto on, and I actually sent him Sasuke vs. Deidara. I thought that was a really great fight. It's not too, like, heavy. There's some, you know, snakes and shit going on. There's Deidara flying with his explosives. It's a fun fight. It's cool, you know. You get to see grumpy little Sasuke, who's one of the main characters. He couldn't get past the character design. He goes, "What's up with the thing, the fleshy wing thing coming out of his back with fucking fingers on it?" And I was like, well, I don't really know how to explain that, but Kishimoto seemed to think it was a good idea. I'm not arguing it. You know, it's in there and it obviously works. I probably just would have changed a couple of things. Maybe just this giant fleshy wing with the pointy stems coming out of it. Maybe just that. That's about it. I do like, I don't know if I can go back to that specifically. I do like the actual markings on him. I know I've mentioned this a couple of times, but the tattoo that I've got of Sasuke in particular, I actually have his curse mark on my shoulder, but I have Sasuke as a character, and I got him as curse mark Sasuke with these markings on him, because I think these are super cool. I think they look awesome all over him. You know, or at least on half of him. I think they look so cool. Just the wing thing up back, probably not it. See what I mean? It ain't looking right.
Incredible.
It's fucking weird,
Put
mate.
out fire with fire.
Those black flames cannot be extinguished.
Come on. I know I keep going on about it, but fucking come on. Also, it very much, I just love Zetsu. I love everything about Zetsu. You know, he's in the ground, he's popping up, he's narrating the whole thing, so we know what the fuck's going on.
Target happens to be other flames.
At least there's some precision with this particular Amaterasu. Alright, good, the wing on fire! Hurrah! But look at the carnage you had to cause, Itachi, just to light that one thing on fire. Oh man. The depth in the scratch in Itachi's headband. That's real cool. That's a super cool detail, because obviously they get a knife and they just kind of slice it through and through the metal. That looks really cool. Oh, awkward shadow clone. And he's still down there. What a little shit.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Here we go. This as well, where his hair goes long.
Fire style! Dragon Flame Jutsu!
Ooh, Dragon Flame! Fuck. Itachi's just like, yo, what?
Not bad.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, he's pretty. He can't even open his right eye. He's pretty spent.
Amaterasu of yours.
Sasuke
It
has
seems to
lipstick
have
on, for
taken
Christ's
quite a
sake.
lot out of you.
And reanimated eyeballs.
They're probably out of chakra.
So it appears.
Will probably be my last jutsu.
I
can tell just by looking that you're out of chakra.
Yeah, you'd be pretty
You
cooked
used
after
the
that.
Orochimaru-style substitution jutsu to evade my Amaterasu.
I don't have any more chakra left now.
Why are you
I
lying?
used up every bit of it in that last fire-style jutsu attack.
Why are you lying?
Now, Itachi, you asked for it, so here it is at last. I'll make your death a reality.
He keeps saying that. He keeps talking about reality in a way that's like it's obvious what he's doing. He is like overrunning Itachi's views about, you know, perspectives and that kind of thing, and being like, you know, fuck your hypnosis, fuck your genjutsu, fuck your Tsukiyomi. This is reality. They talk a lot about reality. Madara's speech obviously starting with wake up to reality.
Was never Itachi to begin with. That's not what the fire-style attack was for. To form a cumulonimbus. In other words, to create a thundercloud. To create a lightning-style jutsu.
Genius. Sasuke very smart.
This jutsu guides the lightning down from the heavens.
That's why this jutsu can't be evaded.
Come!
Does anyone remember that scene where at the start of Shippuden, Naruto, Sakura, Yamato, and Sai go to look for Sasuke at Orochimaru's hideout, and Sasuke stands at the top and holds his arm up like this after doing obviously a jutsu. Now, we never got to see what that was because Orochimaru came along and pulled Sasuke's hand down. I haven't done any research into that, but I reckon it would have been this one. Because look!
Now be gone with the thunder.
Although having said that, it wasn't raining at the time or cloudy. But he probably wouldn't have needed that. He probably wouldn't have using the clouds and the thunder at this point in time because he's out of chakra.
It's done.
Itachi's cape is off. Shit's getting weird.
It's finally over.
It's not over.
Death you had imagined for me then.
Even watching this the first time, I knew that it wasn't over. There's no way. Just because his cape's off, and just because he's on the ground, you can see his ponytail now. This is the goal. Susanoo.
Now it's my turn. I'm going to reveal to you my final trump card. The Susanoo. Sasuke, is that it for your jutsu then? The real battle's just beginning.
The Susanoo is such an incredible thing. It's part of like Japanese mythology, and the fact that they bring this into anime like this
You wanted
is
to
super
take revenge on Itachi.
cool. You're no longer in control, my friend. You are no longer in control. I just love it when Orochimaru comes out and Tuska Blade comes out.
And now it finally emerges.
This is it.
Look, man. Orochimaru, I love him. I love him so goddamn much. But the way that he just consistently slithers out of snakes or out of his own mouth is like something that I will never get past, and it will never not be funny. Like, stop being such a creep, Orochimaru.
This is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, we know.
Thanks
You're a
to
fucking
you, the
weirdo.
repressive chakra is gone.
I love him.
Did you truly believe that?
Let me just go back because I was laughing way too hard at that. Look at it! Look at it! Oh man.
Now it finally emerges.
It.
This is it. This is what I've been waiting for.
Oh, he's so
Thanks
good.
to you, the repressive chakra is gone.
Yeah, but also,
Did you truly believe that a puny attack like that could take down the likes of me?
does he not remember the time he tried to overturn Itachi while they were in the Akatsuki. Orochima literally left the Akatsuki because Itachi just turned around. Like, there's a snake wrapped around Itachi. He just turns around, essentially tells him, like, bro, bro, do you have any idea who I am? And then Orochima leaves the Akatsuki because of Itachi. Yet, he's out here. He's the equivalent, the villain equivalent of Frieza. He's out here not as strong as our MCs, and he's still talking smack. He's pretty much just been, what, cut in half, bisected, getting sucked in by the Totsuka blade? Frieza was cut in half and he was still talking smack to Goku. This is definitely the Naruto equivalent of that. Good extraction.
So what's with Itachi's jutsu?
And that jutsu he calls Susanoo. It seems to be awfully risky.
And now, your eyes are mine.
Whoa, what the hell?
Something's wrong with him.
Yeah, he's fucking dying. He's dying, he's at the end. That's just so chakra intensive, it's ridiculous. I can't believe he's actually still standing, if I'm honest. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Are you ready? Paper bombs. Sasuke clearly doesn't understand the Susanoo at this point.
There's no mistaking it. It's another spirit weapon. It's called the Yata Mirror and is said to deflect all things.
Oh no. My dude. And obviously we thought that this is Itachi coming for his eyes. IRL. He's smiling. Oh. Okay. If you're not emotional from seeing this image, then I don't know what to say. This is a incredibly, like, not necessarily upsetting, it's just conjuring in terms of feelings. At the time when you see it, not so much, because you're just like, what the fuck is going on? But once you know what's actually happening here, it's really quite like, wow, okay. It brings a lot of shit together. It brings a lot of information kind of together. Whereas at this point, like I say, when you first see it, you got questions. But later on, you realize what this actually was. And just like that.
Itachi collapsed.
Yeah, he died, bro. Because when we saw the snake go before, it was like, oh shit, Orochimaru is still alive.
Really dead?
It's Sasuke's victory.
There's something I still don't get. He was moving quite strangely.
Perhaps he sustained some serious damage even before the battle.
He was so close to getting Sasuke's eyes, too.
Yeah, but he never wanted them. In fact, he wants Sasuke to have his eyes. Oh, wow. And the other Uchiha collapses. And the Amaterasu is still chilling. So, I mean, like, look, for me, in this battle, iconic sections are Itachi's speech, while he's got a blade inside of him. Obviously, Madara taking his brother's eyeballs is pretty fucking up there, because this is a really cool, you know, insight and explanation, obviously, to how the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan comes about by merging two Mangekyo Sharingans together, or two Sharingans together. There is also, I quite like the part, once they're outside, where they both do the flame jutsu. This is so cool. This is like cinematic AF, man. Also, I really like when Sasuke summons from the heavens
Amaterasu.
the dragony style lightning. Again, I feel like this is from the initial Shippuden section. I could very well be wrong, but I do not think that I am. And then Itachi bringing out the incredible Susanoo. Susanuos are, I feel, beautifully explored in Naruto. They're not overdone and they're not underdone. They're limited. Kakashi being able to wield a fully perfect Susanoo in the war arc is fucking phenomenal. This is not a perfect Susanoo. This is not a complete Susanoo. And Itachi is arguably, you know, one of the best and sort of one of the most, I don't want to use the word powerful because he's not the most powerful. At one time, yes, he definitely would have been the most powerful in the ninja world, but, you know, at this particular time, let's face it, there are more powerful ninjas than him. If you're an Itachi stan, I'm really sorry, but this is, you know, basically just plain information. You can't really refute it. He has an incomplete Susanoo. You know, but at the end of the day, like, this scene, this picture here is so goddamn iconic. So iconic. First time we've seen a Susanoo. Zetsu explains it. We've got the Totsuka blade. We've got everything going on. Itachi standing inside of it. We're watching this going, what the fuck is going on? So cool.
I can give it to you.
And then Orochimaru
This is it.
extracting himself from inside of the snake.
This is what I've been
Because
waiting
Sasuke has
for.
no fucking chakra
Thanks
left.
to you.
And then this beautiful scene here. I say beautiful because it's just like that's what Itachi used to do when Sasuke was a kid. He used to, you know, point him on the forehead. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of chakra transfer. Push him on the forehead, and, you know, not today, Sasuke. And as well, like, okay, when when Itachi is reanimated in the war arc and he dies for the second time, okay, there's very few times I'll cry in anime. Number one, when Vegeta dies against Majin Buu. Number two, Naruto when he met his mum. I don't know why. Inside of his head, you know, he met Kushina. Number three, though, when Itachi dies for the second time and he says, remember Sasuke, I will always love you. And it's essentially this scene, but it's forehead to forehead. And it's like, right now Itachi knows if he comes too close to Sasuke, Sasuke will, you know, retaliate. Which he probably doesn't want because the fight is essentially over. He knows that he's like seconds away from death. So he does this. And this is just so symbolic for obviously all of us, but especially Sasuke because he remembers this from being a child. And he's going, wait, he's not taking my fucking eyeball. He's actually touching me like he used to, you know, when I was a kid and he was my older brother. And that, you know, just before Itachi dies can give Sasuke some closure. The shock on the boy's face. And the Susanoo disappearing like that as well. I think that's really powerful. It's almost like it did a bit of a cry.
Itachi collapsed.
And then Sasuke dropping to the ground.
And before the battle,
Look, he looks proper upset. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful in every kind of way. Sad, emotional, angry, happy that you got to see, you know, a lot of the power systems, a lot of things happening. You got to see the lightning power that Sasuke used coming from the sky. The way that he used that was really cool, making clouds and, you know, energy up above him because he was essentially out of chakra. You know, panicking, throwing the paper bombs at the end. At the beginning, when they're throwing the ninja stars as well, that's super, super cool. They used everything that they had in these fights. Itachi obviously did this fight knowing he was going to die. Sasuke did this fight knowing also Itachi was going to die, and it ended the way that it was meant to happen. I really do like that they didn't do anything like out of left field. They didn't do anything too like surprising. There wasn't like, you know, anything out of literally left field where you're like going, well, what the fuck? Sasuke came here to kill him. We've been mad at him for, what, 400 episodes at this point, and then what, he doesn't die? Like, that would have been a little bit of a kick to the guts. I love Itachi. He is in my top 3 characters for sure. Madara, definitely my favorite. Sasuke probably my other favorite, and then Itachi. You know, but like, I didn't want him to die. It's not like I wanted him to die. If I, you know, had it my way, I would have written the whole thing and Itachi would have stayed alive. But the way that the story went and the way that this went down was absolutely perfect. And I think we can all agree that if he did live in this particular, you know, Naruto, the way that it was all done, we would have probably been a little bit pissed off. Because as humans, we do like to somewhat predict what's going to happen. And we could pretty confidently predict with Sasuke's anger and his rage and, you know, with Itachi essentially dying already, that he was going to go down. So, yeah, definitely up there in top 3 Naruto battles of all time. I mean, if I had to pick some other ones, yeah, the Pain arc. I mean, there's a lot of kind of battles going on in there. Yeah, off the top of my head, I can't really think of any others that are like 10 out of 10. But this battle I know that I have watched 10 plus times. Just on the fly. Just because I feel like watching an anime battle. Obviously, Madara vs. the Shinobi Alliance is pretty lit. Kakashi vs. Obito as well that would be in the top 3 also. The thing about Madara vs. the Shinobi Alliance is that it's actually quite short. It's like a couple of minutes and then it's like one and done, and then he's got his Mangekyo Sharingan out, and then we've got fucking Susanoo's everywhere and meteors being summoned. So it's not really like a fight at that point. It's more like just a Madara as being an overpowered motherfucker. Anyway, that is me amazing critical analysis on Sasuke vs Itachi from Naruto Shippuden. Obviously, like I say, sad ending, but to be expected with Itachi dying. If you know of any anime channels that have this kind of content of just a battle, you know, we've got 1080 or higher, obviously 2160 would be ideal, and so on, please tag it in the comments below. I would love to get my hands on more channels like this. And again, thank you to the creator of this. What was your name again? Anime Fights, 12.7 thousand subscribers, very well done. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please be sure to, because I love having you here and I love making this kind of content, and I hope to make a whole lot more for you. Alright, that's it from me today. I will see you inside of a future video.